Joe Lemer.
BBC Radio Bristol.
Right, so our next guest is on a mission to help busy working mums. It's Laura Caddy, who set up Warrior Woman, fitness and strength workouts for women in their 40s, but with a difference. Her initiative is all about body confidence, positivity, and empowering women rather than focus on it being around weight loss. So she joins me in the studio now. Good afternoon.
Hi, thank you for having me.
Thank you for coming
I'm very
in.
excited to be here.
Well, it's nice to see you. Thank you for coming in. Tell me about fitness overall. Have you always been into fitness? Is that always something you've done?
No, so I got into fitness because I had pneumonia 11 years ago, and then because of that I lost the hearing in one of my ears, and so I had to do different types of fitness to rebalance my brain, and I fell in love with strength training and HIIT workouts, and yeah, I sort of ever since then it's just been a massive part of my life, and I decided I wanted to be a personal trainer after that because I fell in love with it so much.
You did?
And that's where it kind of evolved.
So
yeah.
but before that bout of pneumonia, it was quite serious, exercise and fitness wasn't really on the menu?
It was raving. That was my fitness.
But that is exercise in a way, isn't it? Of course it is.
And like walking around Bristol in heels.
You paint a nice picture.
Yeah. I had great legs.
I'm sure you did. And so when you started, obviously pneumonia was a big turning point in your life. I guess that was the catalyst to then venture into the world of fitness. How were things at the time?
They were pretty bad. It was 2 months of literally being bedridden. I'd broken most of my ribs through coughing, and it was really rough. I'd put on loads of weight because of the steroids that I was taking. And then I started to get well, and then I lost my hearing a few days before Christmas in 2013. And it just kind of sent me into this deep despair. And
how did you pluck yourself out of it? How did you have the strength of mind to go, right, actually, I can do something about this?
Well, I woke up one day and I just thought, you know what, I'm fed up of feeling like a victim. I don't want this to be my story anymore. I don't want this to be, who I am. So I just thought, right, what do I need to do? Well, I need to do some exercise because I don't feel good in my own skin. I don't feel confident. I don't feel sexy. I can't even walk up the stairs without, being out of breath. So I signed up to a gym. I started doing the gym classes. And I thought, this isn't so bad. This is all right.
What was it like going into a gym? Because I'm not a gym person at all. I've done a bit on the treadmill many, many years ago, but because I'm into running, I do it outside.
Yeah.
The first time you went into a gym, did you have like a personal trainer at that point? Did they sort of show you how to use the equipment? Because I wouldn't have a clue.
Yeah, well, I mean, I went to the classes first because I was a little bit scared. And I thought going to the classes, you're told what to do, you're with other people, so you can start to build that friendship. Every week you see the same people, and that really helped. And then I enlisted a personal trainer because I thought, right, okay, I've seen people doing stuff with the machines in the gym. I've no idea what they are, but it seems like anything with a European name in front of it just looks like pain, like Bulgarian split squats. If you've ever heard of those,
I haven't. No, that sounds terrible.
Yeah,
Bulgarian. What is it?
Split squats.
Oh wow.
I mean, they are a favourite of mine now, but yeah, Romanian deadlifts, just things like that. And so I had a personal trainer, and I just thought, this is great. Like, I really like this, I'm feeling strong. I'm feeling like I belong, finally. Because I think I always thought of the gym, the weight sections in the gym, that's where the big boys are, and it's kind of big and scary.
Everyone's showing off in the mirror.
Yeah, but they're not. They just look at themselves. No one's looking at me. No one cares about what I'm doing. And then I find myself, like, people look in the mirror to check their form. They're not looking in the mirror to be like, whoa, look how hot I am. So it's completely different, and I love being in that place now, and I love working with my clients that now when they say to me, I finally feel like I just belong, and I can just like I'm talking to other bros, like they've got like a nice rapport going. I think, yeah, fair play, that's how it should be. That's how I want women to feel.
So you've done an awful lot from doing it for yourself and then sort of taking it forward. You run a fight club. You were doing it in Lawrence Hill initially. Now you're doing it in Swindon. So it's like a boxing martial arts group.
Oh yeah, it's amazing. So Fight Club Bristol is a LA Combat on Mondays, and they do these big events as well at Trinity. So the next one is 7th of March for International Women's Day, but that's sold out. But yeah, it's a boxing workout to drum and bass music using floor standing punch bags.
Are these the songs that you used to dance to when you were raving?
Yes.
Yeah, I thought they might be.
I used to be a drum and bass and jungle DJ as well.
Wow.
So when I lost my hearing and I couldn't do that anymore, so my last gig I warmed up for Shy FX, which was what a gig to go out on. So yeah, the Fight Club for me was like amazing because it's the music that I love, it's the workout that I love. It's so high intensity, and everybody says that the bags are like a therapist because they're, you're
taking out your aggression on them.
Yeah. I mean, punch it, to be able to just punch at your heart's content and just go mad on the bag.
And not get hit back.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, there's some that hit harder than others, so they kind of, you've got your hardcore bags and then you've got your sort of, your standard ones. But yeah, it's great fun.
And you created an actual program, so it's called the Mum Metabolism Makeover Program.
Yeah, so with my strength training programs, so what I do is I work in a certain way. So I don't know if you probably haven't heard of progressive overload, but there's different ways. So either for building muscle, you can do higher weight at lower reps, and that can build the muscle, or you can do variable tempo training and various other things. But the VTT is what I like to do, where it's about the control. So it's not about the weight, which means that injuries are significantly less because you're controlling it. You're not just going heavy. It helps with osteoporosis as you get older. So for women of perimenopausal age, like myself and like most of my clients, our bones start to dry out as we get older. And so this is where strength training is really important for that as well. So yeah, it really helps with that. So the program, they get a really set, structured program of 3 times a week. This is exactly what you're working out. This is exactly how you do it. And then they get nutrition guidance along with that as well.
And this comes under the umbrella of Warrior Woman, which is a great eye-catching name. But I understand you're going to be changing the name.
I am, yeah.
Why are you changing the name?
Well, when I started Warrior Woman 5 years ago, which I can't believe it's been 5 years, but it meant something different then to what it does now. Okay. So it's evolved, and obviously as people evolve and fitness evolves, I just felt it was time, now that I'm a mum, and all my clients are sort of 42, the feedback I got was, I thought Warrior Woman was going to be really scary and you were going to make me, do really scary weights. So I thought, well, let's change the name to Laura Caddy Lifts, because it's a bit more generic and approachable and friendly. So yeah, my Instagram, I've got a brand new account, so give it a follow if you want, at Laura Caddy Lifts. Yeah, it just is a little bit less scary.
And what sort of response have you had? So it's for women in their 40s, to build up their fitness, build up their strength. It's not really about losing weight. It's about empowerment and feeling good about yourself. What kind of response have you had?
Oh, amazing. Do you know what? I love every single person that I've worked with. And can I just mention about Carla? So Carla has a degenerative spinal condition, and she was told by the doctor not to do strength training. I'm not saying ignore doctor's orders or anything like that. You should always make your own decision. But she came to me and she said, I'm at rock bottom. I've got nothing left to lose. I'm just going to try it. And I said, okay, fair enough. Let's give it a go, but I'll help you to make sure that you don't, injure yourself any further. And after 2 weeks, she said, I haven't taken my pain medication, and she hasn't taken it since. And I think that is phenomenal that she's been taking pain medication for about 15, 20 years. And then after 2 weeks of strength training, focusing on protein, eating the right things, that she hasn't taken it. That's crazy.
That's testament to you.
Well, yeah. Maybe. I mean, it could be luck or whatever, but I am so incredibly proud of her, and it just shows that if you strength train in a certain way and you eat the right kind of foods, that you really can change your life from being someone who's rock bottom, sometimes doesn't want to just carry on anymore, to being pain-free and absolutely smashing it.
So give us an idea, for those that have never done any sort of strength training, I certainly haven't, what kind of things, at the very start are you doing?
So what we do is with the program, we'll do full body to start with, just to make sure that the body gets used to lots of different exercises and moves. And we'll start with a nice tempo, so it's all about the control, like not very heavy on the weight. And so I've got on my YouTube channel, so there's all the exercises that they can see how they work, and then they have a PDF so they can see it written. And so once they get used to those certain exercises, then phase 2, which is the second part, then we focus on actual, upper body days and lower body days. But by then, because we built the foundations, their body's just like, yeah, like, let's go, let's build this muscle. And, your body burns more calories to maintain muscle. So you're actually burning more fat by strength training than you would, like, if you did an hour of cardio running. So all in all, it's a win-win. And
the difference you've made clearly, you talked about Carla there, but I guess there'll be other people that have come back and gone, actually, I feel different, I feel better, I feel more alive. What have they said to you?
Yeah, so Nikki, she's my other little superstar. So she's a working mum of 2 kids, and she was running and eating what we call sad salads, like...
It's a sad salad.
Just a salad that's,
not very exciting.
It's got no, it's not very
It's got
exciting.
The right elements, but it looks a bit boring and tastes a bit bland.
Yeah, right. And she was thinking that she was being helpful by putting loads of mayonnaise on just to try and make it a bit more exciting.
That's what I do, yeah.
But then you're adding on about 400 calories, which she didn't realise. So she's running, she's not eating enough, and she just wasn't losing any weight. And I was talking to her for ages, and I said, just come and do this program, just give it a go, come on, try it, I promise you're going to change. And she lost nearly a stone in 6 weeks.
Wow.
And her arm definition is just, like, remarkable now. Like, I'm so proud of how she's done. And no cardio. She's like, what? I could just strength train, I don't need to run anymore. Like, yeah.
This is great. So I guess they must take huge... comfort and positivity from the fact that they feel better and they can see in the mirror, like you say, arm definition, they can physically see a change in their body. Yeah,
and her mental health, so Nikki's mental health especially, she just said it's the one thing, that's the main thing that she's really felt changed. Like, she just feels so in tune and aligned with herself. She's happier. If the kids are arguing, it's not affecting her as much anymore. She's so it's and this is the thing with my daughter, when she's having tantrums, I can cope with them a lot easier.
How to cope, yeah.
But if I have a week off the gym, they start to really
because you have got about to turn 3, your daughter, and you had at the age of 40, so I guess you've understood the importance and the need to help other mums at that age cope and get stronger.
Yeah. So I was quite late to the game, I suppose, being 40, and I'm 42 now. And I strength trained throughout my pregnancy to help keep me strong. And it was only till, obviously, she's only going to be 3 in a couple of months, so I'm still going through all of these early stages. But the main thing for me, I found, is that it's really helped me with my mental health, hugely, just to cope with the stresses of, you don't get a day off when you're a mum, ever. Constantly ask for snacks. Yeah. Snacks, food, wants to go to the park, bored, wants to watch film. That's pretty much, that's like my daily life. And to entertain a toddler is quite full on. And I just find, I'm running around with her, my time with her is my time with her. I'm not thinking about anything else. I'm not stressed about anything else, and that has a good impact on her. So I just think, if you're a mum in your 40s, strength training is beneficial for so many things, to help you just be a bit more switched on. Cuts the fogginess. And as I mentioned about heading into menopause, that's going to be a real key game changer for how you navigate that challenge. Well, it's great to see you. Thank you for coming in. Give us a quick recap of how we can find you. So you were Warrior Woman. You're now Laura Caddy Lifts. Yes. And we can find you where? On Instagram, and I'm on Facebook. And That's about it, actually. Just those two.
That's enough. That's fine.
That's enough for now.
Have a search on Instagram and Facebook for Laura Caddy Lifts. It's great to see you. Thank you for coming in.
Thank you.
I wish you well. Yes, go on.
Can I just give a shout out to my partner Andy and my daughter Isabella and my mum and dad and my friends, as they've been absolutely pinnacle to the support for me to do all of this stuff and get why I am so passionate about it, to help women. So
of course you can.
Thank you.
Thank you. And there's actually a very appropriate song we're going to play next. It's Cyndi Lauper and Girls Just Want to Have Fun. I think that sums up exactly what it's all about.
Is it the drum and bass version?
It's not that one, I'm afraid. It's just the pop version, but it's I think it's just as good. Thank you so much, and I wish you well.
Thank you.